Welcome to Let's Talk About It Over Cocktails with Carly. I am your host, Miss Carly, baby. We've got an amazing show set up tonight. We got our boy Aki in the house, and he is going to discuss everything on this couch with me. Stay tuned. All right, welcome to the show, Aki.
What's up?
Can I call you Aunt too?
Of course.
So I'm gonna toddle back and forth between Aunt and Aki.
Okay.
Because that's just what we do.
It's all right. They don't understand. They don't understand like the
right. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I love it. I'm glad you're in town, available. Okay.
No, I love it. I love definitely supporting the show. I love the show. I watch it when I'm out of town.
Yes,
So
I love it. So of course, you have to tell me how you're enjoying your cocktail because you.
Yo, I'm lit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm lit.
You lit?
I'm lit. But the hospitality is definitely great.
Yes.
I love the cocktail.
Yes.
I love the personalities here.
Yes.
I love the mix with people that I definitely rock with.
Yes.
I think that's what it is.
That's the important. That's important because you gotta really, when you really rock with people, you have a different dynamic.
Yeah, and you can be honest.
And you can be honest because that's what we're gonna be today. Very honest, very, very transparent.
I'm with it. You're gonna crucify me in the comment section.
No, don't do it. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. No, they're not gonna do it. All right, so before we jump into our segments, being a little judgy, all that stuff, talking shit, our opinions and all that fun stuff, we're going to take a moment to carve out some time to say thank you to our sponsors. So thank you to Chef Joe for some small bites, amazing, super delicious. And thank you to Golden Moth Candles, amazing.
Smells good.
Yes. Sultry teakwood, y'all got to get into it. Anyway, without further ado, what's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm just chilling.
So we have a segment that's called This or That.
Okay.
And in this segment, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and then you tell me based off of your preference what works for you.
Okay.
Okay? So, would you rather, or this or that, cocktails or shots?
Shots.
All day?
Every day.
Damn, he just, no chaser, no nothing. He just wanted straight.
I'm a man.
You a straight, no chaser type dude?
Yeah.
You hear that? All right.
Hold on, Carly. Let me ask you something. Your boy got to chime in, man. What about,
Shut up, grab it back.
what about if you're on we'll say a date. Let's say you're meeting someone. Would you prefer her to take shots also?
Oh.
You know what? When I'm on a date, I'll let her do what she wants. As far as like preference, I just get the bottle and just have it on the rocks for her.
Got you.
You just buy a bottle.
Might as well.
You know what? We talk. All right, big shot caller. Okay, I ain't gonna do you like that because I don't want nobody getting your inbox thinking you about to buy bottles and stuff. Even though you probably okay. So
to be honest.
Yeah, which I love. If you shit, you got it, right?
And if you like the girl, might as well spend it on her.
We gonna get back to that. Right? If you like her, you spend on her.
Yeah.
That's I love that. That's a gentleman right there. That's a man, but you don't spend on everybody.
No.
But if you like her.
Yeah, so for me, you gotta like the person, also meet certain criteria for me to take you out to dinner.
Okay, we gonna get to that because we got a whole segment for that. And I love that because I know we gonna get into it.
I'm with it.
All right, so we gonna just warm you up a little bit. Missionary or doggy style?
Doggy.
All day?
Every day.
Every day, ladies, you hear it? You hear it all day, every day. All right, he's bopping through these little questions here.
Oh, yeah, honesty, man.
Why?
So I'm not too much with emotions and everything.
Wait, say that again?
I'm not too much with the emotions, like the
staring into the eyes. That's
not
passionate.
I get it, but like
you don't do it not even a little bit?
I try to stay away from it. Because it's sometimes like I don't want to fake it.
So do you not feel it, or you just don't want to get into the emotional aspect of missionary watching somebody looking into their eyes?
I feel like we're acting at that point in time, like, oh my gosh, she's looking at me. I gotta look back at her in a passionate way when I'm just.
Really, are you a selfish lover?
No.
So why you don't want to look at her while you making love to her? Do you make love or do you have sex?
I think they're both the same thing.
No, they're not.
I genuinely think that they're the same thing. And
Okay.
Here's my reason why.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Feelings change things, right? Feelings change how you look at things, right?
Yes.
But the actions don't change. The actions exact the same. It's just based on how you're feeling might determine what you classify it as. But at the end of the day, still the same actions.
Okay. So do you feel anything different when you're being intimate with somebody that you actually like and you end up doing it missionary? Does it make you feel different?
It does not, but it makes that person feel different.
So do you feel like your feelings are detached during missionary?
It's not necessarily detached, but I know I'm not doing it for me at that point. I'm doing it for her.
So is your go-to missionary? I mean, is your go-to doggy?
It's not my go-to. It depends on the dynamic between me and that person.
What's your go-to?
Doggy.
Girl, turn that ass around. What you making on that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I gotta be honest because
You gotta be. This is what we do. We are an honest show and honest people and honest friends.
I like it.
All day. All right, so here we go. So would you rather be physically attractive or highly intelligent? Would you rather be physically attractive, I mean drop dead gorgeous, or highly intelligent?
Highly intelligent. Beauty fades.
What if it doesn't?
It does.
No, what if you can choose to be highly attractive forever or
It
highly intelligent forever?
All right, here's my philosophy on that, right?
Okay.
I think intelligence, especially with the way the world's going, intelligence might not be, it's not something that people go to at first, but it's acquired with time.
It is. It's very much acquired because it is very much acquired. So Trav and I talked about this. And so he asked me the question. And so the way that I'm posing it and the way that I'm thinking of it is like highly attractive forever or highly intelligent forever. I think that as a woman, I would choose to be highly attractive forever.
That's different, though.
I mean, yeah, but as a man, if you're highly attractive, there's a lot of highly attractive men that can be successful.
That is very correct, but you don't have the if you don't have the intellectual structure to actually turn that into something sustainable, it's pointless.
Okay.
And I realize that a lot of women will still leave a highly attractive man to settle down with an intellectual person because they feel secure with that person.
This is true because me personally, kind of stepping aside away from the segment, is I'm a sapiosexual. I like intelligence. Do I want somebody that's attractive? Absolutely. Yes. My attractive may not be somebody else's attractive, but depending on the person, if they're intellectual and we can have like these amazing conversations about stuff and, you know, he carries himself well and amongst a plethora of other things, like it would make sense for me. I wouldn't mind being with somebody that's highly intelligent. I have been. And
I realized that you could be intelligent and still carry yourself in an attractive manner.
It's that swag.
That's what it is.
It's that juice, it's that drip, it's that sauce. Yes. All right, so who cheats more? Married people or people that are exclusively dating?
Married people.
Hands down, period, with a T.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us your philosophy on that.
I think they hide it more too.
Ooh, do you think they're better at it?
I don't want to say they're better at it. I think they're more distracted. They're easily distracted when they're married to notice the details not matching to the T than somebody who's still in a relationship, like regular relationship without marriage.
What do you mean by that?
So when you're married, some people expect a certain amount of commitment. Like I've won my husband or I've won my wife.
So you think they relax kind of like the ring?
Yeah, so they're not realizing that certain attributes is not there no more.
Right.
Certain actions is not there no more. People get complacent. That's the real about it.
Do you believe in marriage?
I do.
Would you like to get married one day?
Yes.
That's beautiful. Because my biggest thing is I feel like in our community, a lot of men are not desiring to get married as much.
I can understand why though.
We're going to get to that on the other segment. Let me tell y'all something. Me and Aki, we can really, literally talk for hours about this, okay? So let me tell you. And we have really good conversation, hence the reason why he is here today.
I'm with it.
Okay?
I'm with it.
So we're going to get through these segments and we can get into it, okay? So, all right. So would you rather travel the world or start a family today?
Start a family.
That's beautiful. Okay. Why?
All right, so this might go against my brand.
I just want to be honest.
It's gonna go against my brand,
Okay.
but I think starting a family is priceless. I think people who travel the world are searching for things that they can't necessarily acquire in their own home. If you have what you need, because a lot of people go and travel to do things that they can't do at home.
Yeah.
And their traveling is pretty much their fantasy away from reality.
That is so right. You know what? I was telling Trav, I was talking to him and I was like, you know what? Why is it that people that travel feel like they're above everybody else? They're posting on social media, oh, I'm here, I'm there, I travel, I this. But it's like, okay, but what if I'm building an empire and I'll travel later?
I agree. Because I have this fight a lot with some of my friends. No names. But like they hit me up and say, when you come back into town, how come you don't go out? You don't do stuff like that. Because I spend majority of my life traveling for work, right?
Same here.
So what you go to Costa Rica to go do, what you go to like New York to go do is what I live in Atlanta. This is what I work for. Does that make sense?
Right, it does.
You might get an Airbnb for it, but I live in something like that on a day to day. So for me, it's like, this is my peace. This is my home. This is my joy. So I don't have to take 3 days out the year to go enjoy. No, I work hard to enjoy everything that it comes with.
Like, I wonder why people go on vacation and go to spas. Like, why do you guys do that? Like, people, why do you go on vacation and go to the spa when you can go to the spa at home?
There's some hard truths.
It's different.
Some hard truths.
I mean, of course, I wouldn't mind getting a massage, you know, overlooking, like in Hawaii or somewhere exotic, rather, overlooking some beautiful something or another, or having some spot. Like, that's great, but people do it all the time. And it's kind of like, okay, you go out of town to go party when you could, you know, I don't know, you could party at home.
My dad told me something, right? He said that you just take a second to evaluate people. And this statement really stuck with me. He was like, a lot of people travel to acquire the things that they can't do at their home because it's more expensive at home than it is to where they're going to
be a tourist.
So, and not realizing that they're just enjoying off of the back of the people who are less fortunate.
Oh, wow.
Because it's just cheaper that way.
I
not
never
realizing
thought about that.
If you just take the time to like put some things aside and just hold off, you can have the exact same luxury that you have in other countries at your own leisure, at home, consistently.
Right.
And it's something that I know it sucks for some people to hear, but it's the reality of it.
I would agree with that. That makes a lot of sense. Shout out to your dad.
Dude.
All right. So this gets a little interesting. I'm very anxious to hear what your perception is on this one.
What's up?
So would you rather not brush your teeth for a week or not take a shower for 2 weeks? 2 weeks.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been out there in the field for about a couple of months. I'm okay with not showering for
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Because like it's been out there, like I've slept in the dirt, like in the desert before, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Like that's something that I guess, in a regular world.
Yeah,
it's something that we have to do consistently. But when you have barely nothing, that's.
I will tell you this.
Worries.
I would have to say I would definitely not brush my teeth for a week.
Really?
I would, because you can eat certain fruit that will clean your teeth. Like if you eat a pear, it cleans your teeth. It shines your teeth. You eat apples, it cleans your.
She a woman, so you got to think about that.
I was surprised. Yeah, you're
2
right.
weeks. That box ain't hit.
Excuse me. You know what? Next segment. Don't do me like that.
Nah, because me personally, I'd rather.
I mean, y'all got issues too now. Okay, let's not do
Carly,
that.
The only issue would be some lint on the shaft of our
Y'all
shit.
men get real musty. Let's not do this. Let's not go here.
That's the true thing.
Y'all can get musty and be smelling like corn chips.
We can use some charcoal to kill that, though.
You said what, Trav?
I said we can use some charcoal to kill that.
You got a point.
All right, so this is our last part of the segment. Would you rather look 10 years older from the neck up or the neck down?
The neck down.
So you want to look like a young man, but your whole body is 10 years older.
No, I'd rather my body be 10 years younger and my
face be
10 years older.
You want to operate like a young man too in that little body?
Yeah, because I'm okay. Because believe it or not, I think regardless of what age range you're in, you can rock that and make it your thing. Like the salt and pepper, I'm with it.
That salt and pepper is sexy.
I'm with it. Like I think people be like, "Oh my god, I got gray hair."
No,
I'm with
embrace
it. Like,
it. It's
okay.
definitely a nice little texture to it.
It's okay. You just gotta own it and make it you.
Make it you. It's all about your swag, your drip, your sauce.
Thank you.
All right. So we're done with that segment, you guys.
Cool,
we're going to jump right into it. All right. So this is our couch and cocktail segment. So this is made up of everything where we dig, like everything couch and cocktails.
Okay.
So we're probably going to have more cocktails. We're going to dig deep into it, and we're going to really like chop it up about some of the stuff we always talk about.
I'm with it.
So first question is, do you think a lot of men and women are caught in the middle of wanting to be in a relationship and wanting to be single?
Yeah.
I think that's the problem.
Yeah, I think people want the benefits of being in a relationship, but want the freedom of being single.
Yeah. I feel like, because I have a friend that actually is going through something a little similar, and he's like, dating this woman, she's a great woman, but she always wants to be out. And I want a relationship. She wants a relationship, but she's always out in the street hanging out with her friends. And I said, because this person is caught in between wanting to be in a relationship and enjoys the space with you, but also wants to be single and enjoy the perks of going out and being cute and probably being highly desired, and getting free shit, and just
You know what I think it is?
being single relationship-ish.
You know what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
I think a lot of people are battling their fears of not wanting to be alone and having somebody there.
Right.
And still wanting it all.
Oh, battling their fears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think people just want to know that they still have somebody there and they're not going to be alone.
Yeah.
And still want to do what they want to do.
What
Having
they
a
wanna
cake and
do.
eating it. And I think a lot of times, like, I think Drake said it the best.
What Drizzy Drake
He
say?
said we don't want to be in love, but we still act like we are.
Oh, yeah.
So, and looking back at it and seeing where we're at now, I think a lot of people just want to know that I could still call somebody when,
Yeah.
it's not popping tonight, so I guess I'll call you. You know what I mean? Like,
I can understand that, but it's like it's actually disappointing, because I feel like this statement and what we're talking about is so relative to like our society that we're living in right now.
right.
I feel like so many people do want to be in relationships, but they're really afraid to be in relationships because they have not addressed their traumas. And I think it's essentially it mirrors what you said. They're kind of going back and forth with their emotions. Like, I want to be single, but I really want a relationship, but I don't want to be alone. And then the minute somebody does something you don't like, they don't want to be in a relationship anymore because they're straddling the fence.
Can we talk about this for a second?
Yes.
All right, so here's my theory. I agree with you on that. And I also think that to a certain extent, everybody's faking it in a sense where, like, you know that saying, I'm just going to work on me?
Yes. And nobody's really working on them damn selves. They out in the club, they traveling, they living for the gram. Meanwhile, my theory is always people want to live for the gram. They want to be out here. And guess what? They're going to eventually look up and all their friends are going to be either with someone, they're going to be by themselves, or they're just going to be unhappy.
People are
Or settling with someone they really wouldn't have been with like a year or two previously or prior.
That's the truth. And also with that being said, I think a lot of people are so caught up in living a moment to forget about their actual pains, where the moment is their addiction.
Yeah.
And not dealing with their trauma is where I really don't want to deal with that. But
why do you think people don't want to deal with their traumas though? What do you think that the people are actually really hiding from? Because they're hiding from something.
They don't want to be wrong.
They don't want to face. Oh, they don't want to be wrong.
They don't want to face their reality, and they don't want to be wrong.
I don't think they want to face themselves. Like, I really believe that people are like, you're right. I don't want to be wrong.
I don't want to be the problem.
I don't want to be the problem. It's them, not me.
And it's funny because I had this conversation with a close friend of mine, and I said, this is about somebody that I cared about, right? And I said, you know what? We're at 30 now, right?
Yeah.
I could have been a problem at 24, 22, 23.
Yeah.
But we're both in the same predicament. We make different decisions. You can't blame me for every decision after me.
Yeah.
Who do you hold responsible now?
Do you think that people are in relationships with their trauma and they haven't dealt with the trauma that the previous person has impeded onto them, and now they're giving it to you?
You know what I think?
And maybe you're a little more susceptible to massaging the emotion, and they give it all the way, all of it to you.
I think people are misusing words.
Yeah.
So let me break it down for a lot of the audience that might not know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like, people are really misusing words in the sense of, like, so let's say me and you broke up. Social media is gonna have something for me and you to feel like the other person did.
Exactly.
Both of us wrong.
He was toxic. No, it was you, baby boo.
You had a role to play in it.
Yeah.
And my mom, shout out to the parents.
Yes, that's that foundation.
My mom said something. Everybody can't be saying the exact same thing and everybody else be wrong. Or everybody you can't be going through the same process and everybody else be wrong and you have no accountability. And I think somehow, somewhere in your transition or in your growth, you fail to take the step back and actually evaluate, like, yo, what am I doing to cause this?
Right.
And I think sooner or later, people have to actually, you know what? I fucked up.
People need to say I fucked up, and they need to actually assume accountability and accept it, not just say it.
And then the bad part is, not Kevin Samuels. What's the guy before Kevin Samuels that everybody used to championship?
Derek Jackson?
Derek Jackson.
Okay.
Derek Jackson, I applaud him. Not because I liked his content, but because he knew what he was doing.
He was very crafty.
I'm not sure, like, he was that best friend that told you what you wanted to hear, what you needed to hear, when you wanted to hear it. Because a lot of times we surround ourselves, it's a lot of, if I was to call my dad, he'd probably say it's a lot of foolish quotes that tells you what you want to hear and not what you need to hear.
Right.
We call out, sometimes we call our best friends and we tell them that, I didn't want to hear that right now. You could have told me that after I came now. What you want me to do, lie to you?
No, I don't want anybody to lie to me. I don't want a friend that I call because I need a confidant. Like, I need somebody to talk to me and really tell me the real. I don't want that person to be a yes friend.
Thank you.
I want that friend to really tell me, like, what's really going on, because you can't give me the same advice I would want to feel.
Perfect. And now a lot of people are surrounding themselves with yes people, where the real people are being honest with them are now haters.
Right.
So now they're wondering why. How come I'm not growing? How come I'm just going through the same cycle, not realizing that what you ask for is what you're getting, and that's why you're repeating the exact same mistakes.
Cycles. Yeah.
And that's the problem that I feel like we have right now in our generation, because you can't be honest because now you're frowned upon, because now you're perceived as a hater.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You kind of have to tailor to how you're feeling, because I don't want you to feel like I'm not a real friend to you.
Yeah.
And now you're going through the same cycle, and I'm always here to. Yeah.
You know what? I like that, because so I'm a real ass friend.
Right.
So I always say if I fuck with you, I fuck with you the long way. If I don't really fuck with you, I'm not really gonna. It's just a high and by, right? I had to have a difficult conversation with a friend, and I don't like difficult conversations. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I really just like everything to be mauve and wonderful and beautiful and sunshines and cocktails, okay? But it's not. Life is really not that, especially when you have textured friends and textured life and social media, all these other attributes, right? So I had to pull myself together to have a difficult conversation with a friend about how a friend made me feel based off of their actions. And I handled it well when it happened. They didn't really realize. They thought I probably would just let it go, but I didn't. And I actually had a conversation with this person, and when I tell you, it felt so good being able to find a way to communicate with this friend how I felt. She actually said, you know what? I'm sorry. I appreciate you coming to me and actually telling me, because I didn't know how that really made you feel. And I wasn't woman enough to call you and apologize at that time, because I didn't know how you would respond to me. So those were traumas that she was feeling from maybe a previous situation where she's like, well, I'm not going to call her because it is what it is, even though I do value the friendship. But because I worked through my traumas and I was able to say, let me pick up the phone and call my friend because I value the friendship, it worked out. We had a conversation. It was a great conversation. We discussed boundaries. We discussed how we felt about certain things. And I'm going to tell you, that's growth for me, because I would have never done that, because I don't like problems. I don't like issues.
You want to know the truth?
What's the truth?
I think a lot of people are not friends.
Oh, that's another. People are not real friends.
I don't think they're friends, because I use this as an example, right? So I call my friends are like family to me.
Right.
if I can't be honest with you, you're not my friend. You're an associate.
Right.
But we throw friends loosely, right?
Very much so.
And I believe if me and you are friends, even if what I'm saying is harsh or is the truth, you should be able to take out.
Understand where I'm coming from. Know my heart.
And know that.
And know that I'm not coming from a malicious place. I'm coming from a place of just communicating with you.
And a lot of people is going to be like, oh my God, that's not true. You got to like realize that everybody communicates differently. Stop.
That's an scapegoat.
Now, the truth is, even my own parents, there are times where they punished me. There are times where they like did things that I didn't agree with.
Right.
But I had to understand that they're my parents. They love me.
Right. You didn't think, oh, they haters.
You know, like, thank you. And
they trying to hold me down.
I had some level of trust with them.
Right.
And I think a lot of people don't have that level of trust with their friends.
With their friends.
And that's where they need to actually sit down and reevaluate, are we really friends?
Are we really friends? I love say that to the camera.
Are we really friends? Because the real is people are not, but they're playing this game where you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. You don't know who's going to help you.
Or how many friends can I get?
Thank you. You
so
want to be
I
popular.
can look pop.
That's the real. And I think the moment that you get the opportunity is, you know what? If you rock with me, you rock with me. If you don't, you don't.
Right.
Because my friends are my friends. Regardless of what I'm going through, they're going to stick by my side.
That part.
And they're going to be honest with me. I might not like what you're saying, but I have the ability to understand that, like, yo, like, you've been through my heartbreaks, my dumbass decisions, my home, like for me to, you're not saying this because you just want bad for me.
I have a question for you. I want your take on something. So I had a situation with a friend, and I brought this friend into a social circle of other friends, other people that I know, and this person kind of wanted to befriend somebody that was in a social circle of a person that really wasn't like a personal friend. I knew things about this person. And I just told the friend, hey, this is probably not the person. That's not a part of our friend group. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that person felt like I was trying to control them instead of protect them. Because they were in a certain industry that if you fucking with the wrong people and you get caught up in this environment with this particular person, you can lose your livelihood.
Right.
That person that I considered a friend felt like I was trying to prevent them, like control them. And I'm like, but I'm trying to protect you. And to this day, they still feel like I was trying to not protect them, but tell them what to do.
Can I be honest with you?
Is that person my friend?
That's the truth right there. Y'all are not friends.
Say that to make sure everybody.
Friends. The real is y'all are not friends. Because let me tell you something. I have somebody that I've been friends with since like I moved down to North Carolina 20 plus years. We've had disagreements. We've had like bad blood. But one thing I know that we've never done is put hands on each other.
Yeah.
One thing I know that we've never done is that like, yo, I rock with you regardless of me, you not on the same page. You have problems, I got problems.
That's how I feel. If somebody messing with my friend, guess what? We both got problems.
And if somebody comes between me and him,
then we got a problem.
I know that like I'm still with him because at the end of the day,
that's your friend.
That's my friend.
You see what that is? That's real friendship. That's a real bond.
A lot of people are mistaken people that, and I don't want to blame people because I don't want to speak on this because this might get me a little in trouble.
Speak on it.
I think to a certain extent, we take things and run with it, right? Mm-hmm. We've taken the being politically correct or being corporate and not knowing how to differentiate being corporate with friends and being corporate with work and isolating the two. My friends, I should be able to be honest with them.
Right.
Office is different.
Right.
But people are bringing office conversations into personal conversations. Right. And now it's hard for them to differentiate what's real and what's fake.
What's fake. You're right.
And I
would agree with that.
And I think that's what the problem is because now it creates insecurities. Like, well, I know I would have said this to somebody I really don't rock with, but now like I can't even tell what the difference is between it creates doubt and it creates insecurities. The real is that spoke on y'all's friendship.
That's how I felt. And I said, wow, why would I ever want to control you when I'm telling you about somebody that I know in a group that I know of, not you, but you feel like I'm trying to control you. So I wanted your take on it. Okay. I wanted to understand, since we're talking about friends and we're talking about friend groups and things of that sort, and trust. Right. Because when you have friends, you also have to have a level of trust.
Yeah.
So, but if some people can't even trust themselves to be able to trust somebody else, so that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got way off of the.
Nah, that's good. I think people need to hear this.
Yeah, people definitely need to hear that because you need to really reevaluate who your real friends are. And just because you've known people for a long time doesn't necessarily make you life friends. People need to really, really, like, you grow through situations. And if you can't grow through the situations and still be friends afterwards, guess what? You guys have outgrown each other, and it's okay.
You said some valid things just now. No shot at anybody.
No shot. This is not about anybody else.
I took some time and I called somebody close to me, and I said, I want to delete this person from my life.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know why I can't delete this person. And I said, I did the math. We don't talk. The only time we dap each other up is in public setting.
Oh.
But yet we feel entitled that we have to be in each other's life. But when I sit back and evaluate things, nothing that we do says that we're
friends
or we're
close.
Friends.
Yeah.
And it's sad because I know if I've made the action to just eliminate this person from my life, I get looked at as you being childish.
Well, tell me this: when you guys do get together, is it like fireworks? Because
no.
So no.
It's literally like when I look at it, and I think it's coming to me at a point where I realize I just don't give a. Can I curse?
Of course.
I just don't
you
give
don't give a fuck.
And I'm at the point where I respect you, you do your thing. It's not beef, it's not anything like that. But the reality of things is
there's no place in your life for them anymore.
If I can't welcome you to my house and tell you that my door is open to you,
right,
we're not friends.
If I don't
pick up the phones, if you don't know what's going on with me personally,
right,
we're not friends.
So I have friends. So I agree with that about 98%. I have friends that I've been friends with for years. When we get together, we talk our business. We're real friends though. When if we ever saw each other in public, oh girl, we got to get together. Our lives are going so fast. We got business, we got work, we got kids, families, things of that sort. But when we get together, like I have a girlfriend, my girlfriend Tasha. Hey Tasha girl. She was my first friend, my first real close girlfriend when I moved to Atlanta. As close as we were then, we don't really see each other as often, but I can call her and we'll sit on the phone and we'll talk. And we'll talk like, girl, let me tell you about this, what's going on with me. And it'll be because that's a real friendship. So you don't necessarily have to talk to people every single day for them to be your real friend, but what?
See the difference between what I just said and what you just said is there's still a certain level of comfortability where you can be transparent with that person.
You don't feel that way with that person.
I have to lie to this person just to make sure just to verify whether you are loose with your lips. If you're just around me just to benefit. I don't know what you're doing, what your intentions are, because I'll tell you this. My friends, people who I call my friends, they know what's going on with me.
Right.
It might not be everything overall what's going on with me, but they understand to a certain extent, they know when I'm in Atlanta, when I don't post it, I'm in Atlanta.
Okay.
They know when I'm traveling, when I don't post it, I'm traveling. It's not about social media. They actually are
You have a real relationship.
Yeah, we have a relationship. Like, I'm on the phone when I'm going through something. It's not, we on social media. What's good, dog? What's up? I'm in the city. Like, where you at?
It's an acquaintance.
But my friends knew I've been in the city for about a week now.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, I knew when you was coming to the city.
And that's where some people just finding out that I'm in the city. But it's not no shot to them. It's just the reality of I take my personal because people like the gossip, people like to add things that's not there. And I realized the quickest way to solve things and isolate the two between friends and the general population is the friends who know when I'm around. Yeah. And when people who don't know I'm around start talking, our friends like, dog, he was not around when you talking about this.
Right. I get it. All right, so next question.
Okay.
Is it fair for a woman to demand a man to fund a lifestyle that she cannot afford herself?
No. It's a flat out no. I'm sorry.
I mean,
no
what if she's drop dead gorgeous?
No. I think the point is, like, I think the biggest part of that question is demand. Demand? A lifestyle. Like, it sounds like a sense of entitlement.
Do you feel like a lot of women have a sense of entitlement?
Hell yeah.
Percentage-wise. How many women do you
think now,
have
in the city of Atlanta or just in general?
Entitlement. And let's just say Atlanta.
90%.
Do you think I have a sense of entitlement? Be honest, friend.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Damn, y'all see how you do me on my own show?
I think no.
Tell me why. Tell me why. This is
Because I
interesting.
think you hold yourself to a certain standard, and you think somebody has to meet up to that standard.
Yes.
And you're not going to accept anything less than that.
Yes.
Me personally, I believe in meeting somebody that you care for,
Yeah.
whether finding out whether they're above that standard, below
Yeah.
that standard. You can make somebody if you're already there.
I believe that.
And I would
I
just
believe
make.
that.
Let me not use the word.
I know what
make.
you mean
You
by
can create
that.
the opportunity for
Correct.
that person. If that person wants it, they will step up because they want to make sure
Right.
that they're not just lacking because of the person.
I
they're
think
dating.
for me, as long as somebody has that foundation, we can build from there. Now, there's different levels to the foundation. Okay, you can't be on the asphalt with your foundation. You have some stairs, a couple floors. Okay, I got some stairs and a couple floors. Okay, I would love for you to have a couple more floors. Like, but nobody wants anybody. No woman wants a man that don't have shit going on for himself. The problem is you have a lot of women that don't have all their shit together and healed, and both men too, and healed, and can demand, and we use the word demand because it is what it is, and request, demand whatever, a certain person of a certain caliber. If you've done the work on yourself, you should be able to demand a certain caliber of person.
You know what I think it is?
What is it?
I think a lot of women are fooled.
Fooled by what?
Social media and music.
Definitely music.
I think they're falling for the words and not the actions. A lot of women are going. I use Beyonce as an example.
I don't know though, friend, because these men are definitely. There's a lot of men out here that are tricking.
That's not because of men. That's because of women.
No, men started this. It ain't tricking if you got it.
No. Don't
Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire.
That's not the. See, you got to read between the white lines. There's a difference between a man starting something and a man realizing that women don't know better. And you know what? Let me give them what they want. It's easier for me. It saves me the argument. It saves me doing the work of taking you out of
But we're not there yet. We're talking about a man that is doing these things to attract a woman. So have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire. That means, no, if you fuck with me, I'm going to change your life. So what happens? A plethora of women go and get their bodies done. They go do all this because why? Because men, what Drake say, all my girls got BBLs. So guess what the girls go do? They go do that to accommodate the man they want to catch, and then the man get mad because now he's mad a woman just wants him for his money. Not saying that's me. I'm just saying this is what's going on. Let's get into it.
I understand that perspective, but that's not true. Women are not accepting of the amount of influence that they have on men. First step.
How are they not accepting that though? Because it seems like they got it in the bag.
They don't. They have it misconstrued actually.
Who they going to get these butts for?
Men are not. They think that they're doing that for us, but realistically, how many happy relationships do you know that comes with that?
Let me tell you. So to go back to what you said about the fact that it's influenced by music and Instagram.
Right.
These women are going to get these bodies because guess what these rappers' girlfriends look like? Those women with the BBLs.
That's cap.
Who?
Give me 3.
Okay.
Except Cardi B. Give me 3.
Okay, that was one of them. Okay, so you got every rapper has a BBL.
Give me 3.
Cash Doll.
Who she dating?
Not Cash Doll. What's the other Asian doll? Is that her name?
Who she dating? That's the point.
She was dating Vaughn.
She was dating Vaughn and somebody else.
Okay, so that's one.
Okay.
So we got.
She fought with Tracy T.
Who is this?
Tracy T, some nigga from Atlanta that was signed to Rick Ross label.
Okay, so that's who she dating.
That's who old girl y'all talking about that playing BMF.
Yeah.
The actor, rapper. She fucked with Tracy T.
Okay, so we got that.
Do she got a BBL though for real? I don't
Asian
know.
doll?
I don't know. Yeah.
I believe.
Little nip and tuck.
Can I keep it 1,000 with y'all?
100.
Nah, look.
I put my nose in her butt.
Men went. All right. Niggas are getting money because of women. It attracts women because we understand
always has.
what women want. Niggas are getting dripped up in designer because of women. Niggas do shit because of women.
Okay.
Now, if women understood, some women do understand that they have a lot of influence over men.
Percentage-wise, how many men are really doing all that for women? Percentage-wise.
I say 99%.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Brother will go get his Gucci, his Ferragamo, all his stuff, and guess what? He want to stunt on other niggas. He want to stunt on other men to show them you ain't got this. You don't have this Rolly. You don't have this Breitling. You don't have this. You don't have that.
I feel you.
It's all in raps.
I feel you, but you're not a man. You're getting caught up in the lies that we sell, and that's the truth.
Y'all sell them to each other.
Now, let me tell you something. Men don't flex about money unless it comes to women. It comes with women.
You guys have guy parties where you walk in. Oh, look at you! You gonna wear your baddest watch because men like watches. I don't care about a watch.
We don't. Let me tell you something. We don't care for all of that around each other, unless we are around other niggas that have women, and we are trying to see who can bring the most women, who has the most women, or who gets the most. I don't want to use the B word.
Right.
B word in this environment, right? Now the problem is, the truth of the matter is, women are women's own worst problem. That's something that don't want to be said. That's the actual problem.
I said, and that's it.
Men do not do things for other men. That is mad wild for me to think. I'm not going to the club and popping bottles because I want to be going on bottle wars with him. It might look hold on. It might look like to you, but realistically, ideally,
I agree with that.
I'm going to bottle wars because I'm trying to impress the girls that's looking at both of us.
So it's the girls, so I'm going to tell you, that is true partially. It's the girls because the girls are going to come regardless because girls want to be in sections. But it's the dude over in the other section, or these dudes, these niggas, I'm about to go over here and really just,
but you know why?
And then popping bottles.
But you know why? Why? Because of women. You ever seen the ideology of women, or your girlfriend coming to the basketball court and a dude that never dunks now want to try to dunk?
Yeah, that's true.
Same thing in the club. A guy would not pop a bottle or run his credit card up at a club unless it's a chick that's there that he feels like he needs to. I
don't believe it. I really don't.
It does me no good.
It's an ego issue. It's an ego thing. Men will stroke their ego just to be like.
But for who?
Because you guys be in dick wars.
No, but for who?
I got a bigger jank. I'm about to show you how much money I got.
I agree with you.
You think guys get the freaking what is it? What is it called? The Challenger with the SRT? What is it? The Scat Cat and the Scat Pack and all that? I don't know about all that shit. Y'all get it for other men.
We don't.
Y'all don't get it for no women because I don't even know about the SRT.
But you know what it is.
But only because of the song.
Okay, but that's the point.
But I don't know about all that other stuff.
You identify a person having that with having money or what's
fair enough.
popular. So if a guy does not have that, he is perceived as somebody who is not of that culture. So as soon as, if I pull up in my Honda, you're not hearing that on the song. You're hearing the Scat Packs. So automatically, you might think we're going to war with each other about Scat Packs. But no, it's because of what you identify with.
Okay, so Aki says that basically men do not spend money for other men. They spend money for women.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair, partially, but not 90%. So,
90% of the time.
So that's fair. So, what is a man's approach and mindset when it comes down to dating nowadays?
Oh, the fastest way I could get it.
The fastest way you can get it?
Yeah, whether it's spending money, showing you a good time, or if it's really a demon, seeing what you really do like and creating that fantasy for
Have you ever created a fantasy for a woman to be with her?
Yeah.
What was the most outlandish fantasy that you created for a woman to be with her?
I'm going to get in trouble for this.
Hey, baby girl, subscribe, like and subscribe.
Rented out my space upstairs. Mm-hmm. Got a fog machine from Guitar Center. It was $50.
Okay. Got
my friend to he's actually he's a great chef.
Okay.
He chefed it up. Did the table. We isolated all the tables and made it one. Fog machine. Got dressed. We came upstairs and he had the presentation and everything ready.
Right.
But for me as a man, being transparent, and I did care for this person.
Okay. It wasn't no trick and shit, y'all. So don't be trying to be in his inbox thinking you're about to get this experience.
No, I care for this person. We're in Midtown, overseeing the city.
Right.
You're dressed up with your outfit for the night, and for me, realistically speaking, guys, you got to think about certain things. Being thoughtful might not be as expensive as going to STKs or going to some fancy restaurant.
Right, to have a bad experience.
It's not the case.
Right.
So And keep in mind that all of this is under $300 because I've been to SDK dinners and it's ran me $500-$600.
Me and my girlfriends, we go and we'll bust down $175 for one person.
And that's not for me. If you are in Atlanta, it's cheaper to be thoughtful than it is to be. Oh, we going to this fancy restaurant.
It's cheaper, but it's really the sauce. Because I saw something on Instagram and it was. It's the cheapest gift the cheapest thing a man can do for you is to give you a gift, a tangible gift.
Yeah.
I want your time. I want your effort. I want your thought process. It's expensive because guess what? A man that got a good foundation to him, his time is money.
Yeah.
It's easier for a man that got it to be like, all right, here's a little funky bag.
I give you a quick example, right? So most girls don't think about this. If I'm going on a date with a girl, right? I'm including my flight. My flight time is about $400 or $500 for one way.
Yeah.
That's not including our dinner yet.
Mm-hmm.
Then the dinner, and then make sure that you're taken care of, right?
Yeah.
I'm evaluating all my expenses just to spend time with you. So if you don't check off certain boxes already,
right.
I'm wasting my time.
Right. And that's how I feel. I feel like, you know what? I could ask to dinner just randomly, and I'm just like, no. I love fine dining. I love to go out and eat and have cocktails and all that. I love a good experience, but I'm not sitting across the table from somebody I have no interest in being with. Why?
I mean, I've done that just for the hell of it, but...
I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting my time. I don't want to waste yours because what's going to happen is you're setting the wrong expectation. If you go to dinner with a man that you have no intention on being with, in any way, friendship or anything, and you know that they like you, and you go to dinner with this man, he's going to be you're leading him on.
That's the truth that a lot of women need to start actually talking to each other about.
I tell my friends we don't. Most of us don't do that.
There's this viral clip of some lady saying, if your man is not willing to take you out on a blah 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 dinner, he does not care about you. And I'm like, hold up.
Yeah, he may pay your mortgage, but he doesn't take you out to eat. Now he doesn't care. Or like, maybe not even the mortgage. Maybe he gives you the love and support that you're looking for, and maybe there's a lot of that later on.
I think a lot of times, you know what it is?
What?
And no offense to a lot of women.
Go ahead.
They're confused.
I do believe a lot of women are confused. It's actually disappointing because I really wish women would stand in the power that they own and not use their bodies to manipulate men and really use their mind to show men, hey, let's change the narrative together.
But they're not going to do that, though. And we know that.
It's a certain quality of woman that is. But the problem is men don't want to spend the time and effort on the woman that wants to reserve herself and actually get to know him and be a sapiosexual.
That's not the truth. A lot of women act like they reserve themselves when it comes to you after they fucked around with other niggas.
So maybe they change her. So just because a woman is a hoe, she can't be a refined hoe?
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that don't bring the standards to me like I'm supposed to accept that new standard.
He said, be a hoe. Be the hoe you was to that dude.
Yeah.
Don't come over here being reserved with me.
I came to you knowing that you were that. And
so you knew. So you knew. So what if you didn't know that? And she's like, I have something I want to tell you.
You're gonna know. No guy genuinely likes somebody and not do their research on them.
Okay.
They're gonna ask that, like, hey, bro, like, what's up with Shorty? I'm gonna send you her Instagram page.
Right.
We're gonna see who we have in mutual. And like no guys is gonna waste their time and not do the research.
That's fair. Okay, so we're gonna move along because we're running out of time. But excuse me, we have another segment, it's called, and this is a real quick one. It's called the We Tired segment.
Okay.
Okay. What are you tired of?
I'm tired of a lot of misogynistic stuff on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm tired of a lot of people pandering to women. I'm tired of a lot of people not being real in what they do. They're willing to sell a dream, or actually I had to do a correction on somebody's social media platform. They will sell a dream to a woman and not tell the other side of the woman is doing to maintain that dream. Like, for example, my man does all of this for me, but no, tell him that you do the cleaning and you take care of him.
Or he does all these things and tell them that you allow him to have another woman in the bedroom.
Be honest.
Tell him that part,
be
girl.
Honest. But as soon as you say that, I'm like, oh, well, it's left to that person's whole blah, blah. I'm like, no.
That's what you're sick of.
You're selling a dream.
You're selling it and selling a lie, it sounds like.
That's what it is.
Trav in the back. What you tired of, Trav?
I can't remember.
Trav, you not tired of women playing hard to get?
I'm tired of women playing hard to get. Man, let me tell you something. Sada, why you playing hard to get? Once you start taking too long, I'm gonna move on.
Ooh, and don't be mad.
And don't be mad.
Ooh, to add on to that, let me keep it 1,000 with you.
Don't.
If a girl starts playing games and I genuinely like it from the jump, I'm not saying shit, but I already wrote off.
Me too.
Now I'm at a point where I'm just trying to get mine. At that point in time, I'm just making up for lost
So
investments.
you guys will sit there and just have that wild, rough sex with this woman, and you know damn well you're not going to deal with her.
Yes,
she was
because
playing.
you fucked up from the
Thanks.
jump by playing with my emotions because you're trying to play hard to get and not being genuine with me because hard to get is you playing games.
I see here.
Y'all hurt somebody. Hurt them,
So
girl.
my thing is, don't play hard to get, and because I did not play that game, don't say I ain't shit.
Facts.
Right. I agree with that.
Now don't try to be, don't try to chump me off because I didn't want to go through that with you. I didn't want to. Y'all be talking about apply pressure. Stop listening to R.E. Lennox. Apply pressure. You know what I'm saying?
I would
Apply
agree with
pressure.
that.
I need reciprocity.
There he
That's
goes.
what I need.
No, I'm with him.
I would agree.
If I'm gonna apply my pressure, like y'all say, you need to be applying your pressure too.
I would agree. I don't like
Because
men
I don't
to waste
know
my
what's
time
going
either.
on with you. I don't know what make you think your vagina is more valuable.
He about to go from
than
0 to
my-
5,000.
No, it's
Damn,
1,000
you know what I'm
because
saying? Them
apply
my
pressure
rods, y'all.
is
What y'all be doing, man?
apply pressure is an underlining white little fine print that says, "Oh, I'm finna see what guy's gonna apply the most pressure, and I'm gonna benefit from this." Let's keep it 1,000.
That's very interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to have a part 2 of this. So, Aunt, tell these folks, thank you so much for coming on. I really
course,
appreciate that.
of course.
The cocktails were busting, clearly.
Yeah, me telling the truth. I ain't gonna lie.
So tell these people where they can find you.
Yo, find me on Instagram. It's AKINSOLAADEJUMO on Instagram and YouTube. If you don't know what that is, she's probably gonna put it somewhere down here.
It's
in
going
the
to be
description
right
box.
on this section and right in the...
If you have questions,
Right.
DM me. If you have comments, DM me. Drop it down in the comment section and let her know what's up. Like,
Let me know what's going on. All right, so that's wonderful. And I am Cocktails with Carly. You can find me on Instagram at Cocktails with Carly _ You can also find the show at Let's Talk Over Cocktails. You can also find us on YouTube, like and subscribe, okay, both at the same time if you can, at Let's Talk About It Over Cocktails with Carly.
Mind if I say something?
Please.
Look, as a YouTuber, and I support YouTubers, the best way to support a YouTuber is to subscribe and share with your family.
Yes.
You might like that content, but your family members might not know about this content. The best way to support and help them grow is free.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. And go down to the comment section.
Yes.
Let us know what you think, because we're catering to you, because we work for you guys.
Yes, we do.
So you guys understand what's going on. We work for you guys. Create the best content for you guys, and like, subscribe to the channel. Love you guys.
Yes.
She definitely does.
I appreciate that. If you guys are interested in podcasting, reach out to Trav in the back. Making sure all of our vocals and visuals are immaculate on Instagram at TheCool1. Shout out to all of our sponsors. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.